didn't see your
Action, 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 action.
That hair is a mess, isn't it?
The girls as well.
Live from Action News, our top stories of the day.
Everyone stand by in 3, 2, 1. Cue Mike.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Jarek. You know, television news is a very challenging business, brought to you by some very hardworking men and women. But even the seasoned pro every now and then falls victim to the occasional blooper. But what makes it even worse for them is that it's on live TV for the whole world to see.
300 racks of crack. Rocks of crack. Now, the El Paso winner has yet to get her ticket verified in Austin, but she does have 180 days for the ticket to be verified.
First up, let's take a look at what happens when anchors and reporters don't realize they're on the air.
This is Channel 12 News at 11.
What? Oh. I didn't see your cue.
Are you on drugs? Good morning, everyone. This is Region 10 News. I'm Tiffany Mock. The Louisiana legislature...
Get John ready.
Fisher joins us now for the first look at how long can we expect these conditions.
Key Mike, take Chroma Key. Hello, John. Keys Mike, take John. Take John. Hello, John. Cue John, somebody.
You
John.
want me to talk? Sure.
Go ahead, John.
I'm talking right now. I'm listening to our station, so I know that we're in a position of danger yet.
And time for a look at weather. You caught us off guard. Let's check in with Joey Radley.
So I presume you're listening to me and hearing me okay. I'm trying to quickly hide this microphone thing just a little bit and stuff like that there.
Say, just tell, we're on the air. Say, we're hearing you.
Okay, sure. Keep talking or me and I'm okay.
Tell him we're on the air.
Looks like the rain.
Will someone please tell this guy he's on the air?
I think we're...
Hey, check out this chap who chose a very bad time to take a coffee break.
45 seconds to the trail. 45.
It was a one-woman show. Stand by, please, everybody. Stand by.
Think he's going to make it before he goes on live?
14, 13, 11, 10,
Stand by, guys.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Go tape.
From Newsroom Southeast tonight, boroughs unite to get London's traffic moving.
Fine now, the BBC Big Board. He knows which camera. I know which one it is. Peter, thanks very much indeed. And it's been quite a day on the market. Now look to this camera. Let's look to this one. It's been quite a day on the market. Nice to have you with us. First to the Dow Jones set the tone.
Did you ever know exactly what you wanted to say, but for some darn reason, the words just wouldn't come out of your mouth?
There were quite a change from the beginning of the week, much hotter these days.
Exactly. It was unseasonable temperatures earlier in the week. We were almost down to the late 60s, high 60s, or low 70s. But now we're going to be reaching up into the 90-degree mark for today. But it's going to be a hot day and a hot weekend on tap for you.
All right.
Our Region 10 News top story tonight, 300 racks of crack, rocks of crack, a quarter-pound of pot, cash, food stamps, and other drug paraphernalia.
An Oregon Supreme Court justice thinks the governor's mansion would look better with a for sale sign in its front yard. Justice Ed Fadley says the state should sell Mahonia Hall to save money and get rid of a symbol of aristocracy. You know what? I think we're just going to go to the break, and we'll come back.
A man trapped in his burning house in Middlesbrough has been savaged by two teenaged boys. Saved, I should say, by two teenaged.
Oregon Senator
Ready, V8.
Oregon Senator Gordon Smith voted against
Roll 8.
Mr. Satcher.
Take.
Smith says the physician's controversial record is unbecoming of America's family doctor.
Good morning, Laurie.
Hi, Barcy. Hi, Barcy. Hi, Marcy. Hi, Barry.
Let's go outside and see what's happening. Bob, tonight's weather is being brought to you by a professional real that word right there. Clinic.
Hi there, Marcy and Barry.
Now listen to this reporter as he gets to the bottom of the story.
Hastings and Millard West was 16-14 and 15-2 as they took that victory. It was Butte over Elwood, 15-13, 15-11.
Good morning, Lori. Good morning, you two.
Alistair Yates joined me and Tamon Nabili for BBC News Desk. What? Desk. Do it again. Hello, I'm Alistair Yates. Join me and... What's the matter with me? Hello, I'm Alistair Yates. Join me and Tamon Nabili for BBC News Desk. Voting has ended in local elections in Bosnia. I'll see you later.
Now, if the leaf blower ban passes, the city says people will just have to get used to things being not so neat and tidy. But for some of the people that I talked to today, they said anything is worth getting rid of all that racket. I'm Karen Brown in Santa Barbara. Back to you, Tony.
And that is kind of hard to say, Karen.
It is.
Ban.
The nation's public libraries say they're neglected, underhanded. Oh.
Scientists have created a bowl. They say a bowl. A bowl.
Here's a look at some of the stories we'll have for you tonight on Region 10 News at 5 and 6. Learn why some wheelchair users could lose another form of transportation because of changes in Baton Rouge. And we'll go to a scheduled court appearance for the man accused in the fatal El Dorado shooting spree at the plant. And of course, we'll have our weekly segment on Wednesday's Child. You'll meet a child that needs a loving family and home. My goodness.
Is it Monday?
It's a Monday. I don't know.
The snow's falling, and it's time to check the bears. Last summer, wildlife biologists trapped and radio collared 20 bears in Middle Park. Jeff Butler tells us the bear study could help folks.
What did she say?
Could help folks who.
Not many cars were moving, but mooing could be heard on the Capitol Beltway around Washington, D.C. early this morning. A tractor-trailer transporting Black and Gus, there's Black or Gus, was stopped on the side of the Beltway while the driver changed a flat tire. Officials say no people and no cows were injured.
I wonder if those cows named Black and Gus were actually Black Angus cows, perhaps.
Black and
Gus. Yeah. It's just a possibility that I thought,
Are you
we'd
thinking
explore.
I misinterpreted something?
No, that came from the government. That was a government source, wasn't it?
That's what he Black.
Angus.
This is the control room where the director calls the shots for the crew. Now let's listen into the sounds of a newscast you don't hear on the air. It's a little something we like to call control room meltdown.
Going to jail cell.
5 seconds. Ready on 2?
Stephen Jennings for Channel 12 News.
Take the split. Say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thanks for that report.
Take one.
Well, there's celebration.
And be sure
Thank
to
you.
watch our live
Stand by,
election
Nina.
forum with Bordenaro and Caps.
Wait, if you get a second watch.
Monday night starting at 6:30.
Go, Nina.
Have questions for the candidates?
No, oh, God, take 7. Take.
Send them to the station.
Temperatures tomorrow, then.
Oh! Whoever just cued her, I'd rather you not put the sign up in front of the camera.
60s and 70s. You just saw my time cue, didn't you? I have 30 seconds.
It was with 5. Take her.
From the newsroom with the latest.
Take Turner. Next is newsroom.
Carolyn, the preliminary.
Damn it, take the newsroom.
Back to you, Carolyn.
Oh, God. Oh, God, take. Gosh, damn
And
it.
we will be right back. Stay with us.
Roll TCR. Fade out. Gosh, damn it.
Ear prompters, like this one right here, are the lifeline of the control room, but sometimes, well, they just don't work.
Standing by live in Mescalero, where the voting continues as we speak. Michael.
No problem. I've got a delay on I'm hearing myself.
All righty, let me get this thing back in my ear, and we'll go on.
Why don't you explain to everybody what that is?
This is an.
So they don't think you're putting some strange object in your ear.
It's an IFB. It's for something feedback, so we
our
can
directors
we can hear the director talk to us out
and
here.
those are the guys
tell
we
me,
tune out the most.
Tells me to shut up and let you do sports.
Thank you very much. Welcome.
When you watch a newscast, the anchors have their eyes locked right in here. This is called a teleprompter. It's loaded with the news copy. But watch what happens when a teleprompter gets a mind of its own.
Well, joining us now from Manchester. Where were we going? Well, we should be going to Manchester now, I think. No, but perhaps not.
And I would like to tell you some more news, but I don't actually have it.
Well, I do have some more. Some other business news stories this morning. No, we haven't got that right either.
Out here on the studio floor, the camera people take their cues from the director, who's back in the control room, and they're all chattering over these headsets. And let me tell you, sometimes the wires get crossed, and people get so cranky.
Back here in Oregon, 400 experts on juvenile crime gather in Eugene today. The topic, increasingly violent crimes committed by young offenders and dwindling funds to recover.
And there's not a lot of movement on the stock markets either. In Tokyo, stocks are still down after a morning session which had very little substance to it. Dealers are expecting what's left of the let's see where we've got to.
We're also arrested there, 33-year-old Maurices Torres.
Where are you going? Six! Where are you going? You're on the air, go back!
Now, the
Take 7-3.
Good morning. David Hill's patience is certainly being tested to the full in the closing stages of this year's Formula One Drivers' Championship. The lead he's held all season and the title that's been in his grasp for weeks may yet disappear. Well, like that camera, a fortnight.
Nice recovery.
He's Grand Prix at the last of the season. Hopefully he can finish outside the top 6 behind a Jacques Villeneuve victory.
Here's a look ahead of the stories we'll have for you tomorrow at 5 and 6. You'll meet 3 boys.
The high 6 you're clear. 2 is clear. Thank you, Reed and Brian.
We're mainly in the 70s, 80s,
Yes,
and 90s. Nothing that... You don't want to see it close up on me.
Okay, Brian. Let's pretend.
Okay.
Its main aim is to bring Greece in line with its European partners by the end. Excuse me, over here. Keep going, in a bit. Thank you. And don't do that again.
Cameras in the field have their own set of hazards. This shot should be #1 in a cameraman's handbook under Don't Do. Well, let's see that again in slow motion replay. Quarterback has the ball, fakes the handoff. He drops back to pass, looking for a receiver. The ball is away to the receiver. He's getting closer. He's got it. Oh my goodness, he's here. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Another don't that comes to mind is don't stand in front of a shot put.
Yeah, I'm fine. Gee, Chris, that sucker's closer than I thought.
Also, walking backwards, not good.
I knew you're supposed to tell me if I head for a hole.
Sorry.
Whether they're reporting on some weather crisis or setting up an elaborate shot, sometimes the forces of nature get the best of our intrepid journalists.
3, 2, 1. And obviously today's weather didn't dampen any of the festivities going on inside. The girls as well as...
Here is the dreaded wind effect.
The trouble with the Lake District, apart from the weather, is there's just too much of it. And another thing, the farm... I'll just go and get it. Sorry, Trace, I didn't quite get that. What was that again, please?
The water hazard.
It's always a privilege to witness the opening moments of one of nature's greatest journeys. But for these turtles, the adventure's just beginning.
And this is what happens when wind and water combine.
Now, if you're a repeat offender, or if you have even one gross violation, you can expect to do more than dig deep into your pocketbook. You'll go to court, and I'm getting wet.
Okay. Oh, I'm getting a shower. I'm getting a shower, Jill.
And watch out for allergy season.
Okay, ready?
Let's not forget the danger of random shrub attacks.
So this is an ordinary boring hedge, right? Wrong. Firstly, hedges aren't boring. And secondly, this hedge is so special that one 9-year-old boy got into a serious legal fight to save it.
Of course, the ever-present killer insects.
Were introduced to protect four-wheel drives from kangaroos drawn to the vehicle's headlight.
As we fight this hornet that's standing there. You gonna leave him alone? Are you gonna fight him? No, I don't like him. Well, we better say goodbye then. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 and 10. Have a good night.
And finally, this anchor succumbs to the effects of gravity.
Cleanup continues after a fuel spill at the Panama City airport, and a report on what you can expect in the classroom when
To be a good reporter, you gotta have a lot of concentration. But even the best sometimes get distracted.
The last years of the GLC were marked by a series of long-running battles with the government, not just over policy, but over naked people. Like, there's a naked man over there. I'll,
3, 2, 1. Excuse me, can you please? Thank you.
Law enforcement officials say they have an excellent rapport with one another if an emergency happened. As the sign falls on me.
Judge Martin Stephen QC said it was a disgrace that a matter of such public importance had been handled in this way. He said the prosecution was a shambles, and he apologized to the jury for wasting their time.
The suspect has stated that he was hired to drive the van from Dallas to Atlanta. He's being held at the Lincoln Parish Detention Center. His bond is set at $20,000.
Jack Charlton will be allowed to return to the bench for the next match, by which time he should have the clarification his association is seeking as to just what he did to deserve a touchline ban here. Meanwhile, there's going to be some party in New York tonight. Rob Bonnet, BBC News at the Giants Stadium. What's the matter with you? We're trying to work.
2, 1. For many, attending mass, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We may soon be able to repair our teeth just by simply brushing them, like Lou. Healthy teeth. Come on, Lou.
Sorry.
Are you still rolling on this? They're going to use these on the bloopers. I know that.
You got that right.
Confident are you that you're not going to get a sore back as a result of this demonstration?
Very confident. I have done this quite a few times, and it does stop.
With 32 tons of lorry encroaching on you.
Not worried in the slightest.
We shall see.
Now, the El Paso winner has yet to get her ticket verified in Austin, but she does have 180 days for the ticket to be verified.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
And they say they don't care what it takes to fix the problem. They just want to see it taken care of. In Lake Providence, Eric Connor, Region 10 News. Dumbass.
Sometimes it's not what the reporter sees that distracts them, it's what they hear.
All right, I'll bring it ready. And in take 1.
I got it. Before we leave that match, I think you'd enjoy a moment's fun, and it occurred at the end of Ron Saunders' interview with Alan Parry at Villa Park. Sorry about the noise.
And here we've got 40 separate state and local measures we'll be looking at in some 5 counties. I'm joined once again. Hang on a second. There we go. The telephone.
Happy New Year, it's 19... Happy New Year, it's 1998, so why are you still riding...
That followed, many of those who worked on her conversion for war were to lose their jobs as the British ship industry hit troubled times. And when the nation next went... Give it a try?
You know, it seems like sportscasters are the ones having the most fun in any newsroom. But are they really?
John Leslie, have you? Pardon? You ever seen John Leslie? I haven't. Well, we'll be there to cheer you.
Let's look at that again. Now, here's a chance for one sportscaster to show off his athletic prowess.
So let's just go right to the footage. First, we're going to go to Mariana. Let's go to the highlights. Sky 7, once again, making an appearance in Mariana. Daryl Nail dropping off the game ball to yours truly at midfield. It's that Channel 7 team of Nail and Sloan. Daryl says, go long, longer, go longer, yeah, longer. Safe.
Brad joins us with 10 at 10 Sports.
Okay, thanks, Ashley. The Luddy Texters had to have had a little revenge on their minds tonight. Excuse me. On Super Bowl Sunday, they lost. Let's roll the tape. If we can. Super Bowl Sunday, they lost, and Laquan Stallworth penetrates, leans in for the shot. This is really embarrassing. I don't know how that happened.
We'll be right back.
On tonight's free time, 0 to 60, very, very quickly. Tonight's free time, 0 to 60, very, very quickly.
Oh, yes.
On tonight's free time, 0 to 60, very, very quickly. On tonight's free time, 0 to 60, very, very quickly. On tonight's free time, 0 to 60, very, very quickly.
The Mountain Holiday Tournament, West Orange out in front, 8-4. West Orange once again in the maroon. And for those of you who don't have color sets and you can't tell maroon from black, they are the team with the shirtless the sleeveless uniforms.
Did he say shirtless?
They are the team with the shirtless the sleeveless uniforms.
Now, Blake Carter has visits and may receive offers from Florida State or Central Florida in the next couple of days. Owen says, wow, the lights have gone out here, folks. The sportscast is so riveting. Just listen to me, please, if you will.
Earl Carr, who resigned, got a fly here.
Pardon me, waiter, there's a fly in my shot.
Gee whiz, get out of here.
They'll get to see it Jamboree style on the 29th.
This vigilant sportscaster comes under attack from an unseen predator.
Well, we don't worry about it. We have to work anyway.
That's exactly right.
In school.
Yeah, and they were starting back today, and holy cow.
Uh-oh, we got a friend here. We have crickets in our studio all the time. He's going to be okay.
Let's see that again. Here it comes. And there he goes. Nice knees, by the way. Sometimes news reporters are required to have nerves of steel. They'll go to any length or height to get the story.
This extraordinary roller coaster, the tallest and fastest in Britain, is just round the corner from where Labour are holding their conference. So if Tony Blair wants a white-knuckle ride full of twists and turns and sharp corners, he can just come here to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. But then as leader of a new-look Labour...
Now, this reporter thinks he's picked the perfect spot for his stand-up.
This is the first time in anyone's memory that a serving Prime Minister has come to Northern Ireland in the course of a general election campaign. Party sources say this is not a normal campaigning trip, but 3 days out from an election, how can it be seen as anything different?
And this reporter is willing to give his right arm for the story.
The reaction on the day has been safe?
Okay, his left arm at least.
This extraordinary roller coaster, the tallest and fastest in the world, is just round the corner.
Now this is more my speed. One thing that makes a good reporter is curiosity.
And in radiocarbon terms, that gives a very high degree of confidence, a statistical probability of 95% confidence, apparently.
I'm all right touching this.
Well, you shouldn't really.
Then again, as Labour leader, the party on the... Oh.
Hey, lady, look this way. Whoa, where'd that come from? Let's watch that again in slow-mo. Whoa, blindsided.
Excuse me, do you mind?
Then again, as leader of the Labour Party, on the rise to power, we'll find there are quite enough. It's getting better. Is it?
Now, some reporters must face the enemy. No, not the weather, not even technology gone awry. Oh, no. I have seen the enemy, said one reporter, and it is myself.
Will you be going away again, Ian?
Nope.
Plan to stay at home now for a bit, Ian?
Yeah.
Are you sorry for the problems you caused your parents?
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And as I'm about to show you, it doesn't take a lot of muscle to bust through a lousy lock. Okay, didn't get it.
I'm watching, I'm a bit stuck.
Do you get the feeling that this reporter's career isn't going anywhere?
That rhymes.
I can't get out. Seriously. No idea.
The gloves are courtesy of the Baxter Converter Company of El Paso. A little over a year ago, the company...
And as I'm about to show you, it doesn't take a lot of muscle to bust through a lousy lock. I'm never going to get this freaking door open.
Oh, well, good. Maybe this guy will rescue her.
No, don't pull me. No, don't pull me. Oh, I'm going to wet my knickers.
Wet your what?
Oh, I'm going to wet my knickers.
In TV news, the cream always rises to the top.
A few places on the Central Coast you can sit down and take a look at your Java and drink it too.
And as we're about to show you, it only takes a split second for someone to get into your house. Show off.
Well, here we are at Crested Butte, 3,000 meters up in the Colorado...
It must be the altitude.
Well, here we are at Crested Butte, 3,000 meters up in the Colorado Rocky Mountains.
It's one of the resorts we'll be using for our snow reports, both for North America and for Europe. So join us and the rest of the team on...
Maybe it's the jet lag. Maybe it's the brandy.
Well, here we are at Crested Butte, 3,000 meters up in the Colorado Rocky Mountains.
One of the resorts will be featuring on our snow reports, both in North America and Europe. And when I've got up, me and the rest of the team will be along to tell you all about it on SSBC.
Yep, it's the brandy.
Why don't I do the intro? Can you?
No, I'm stuck.
You know, I wonder if they're still out there.
Right.
Let's take a moment, shall we, to salute the unsung heroes of newscasts everywhere, the brave men and women who battle technology on a daily basis to bring you your 5-day forecast.
Because we might have a little bit of fog this morning, but we're going to have sunshine all the way through the day. And let's call it partly sunny skies all day today. And enjoy it today because there's a slight chance of a tree protest tomorrow. And it'll be a scary one.
You step down here, a lot of it in the form of rain. And here's an interesting scenario. You can also see the satellite map just off to the corner along with the radar. That's a new twist. I don't think we've had that feature before, have we?
And then by Thursday, it's going to carve a very deep trough making it quite cold. So we will start to see a cool down session by, look at that, pink screen, 50 in Santa Maria. Sorry about that, overnight tonight. Those were your temperatures. We're going to see mid-temperatures in the 40s or so.
Thunderclouds to the east of Astoria, but really nothing to worry about. Just pretty night all over, pleasant conditions. It is cute, but we want to remind you of that.
We are looking at the possibility of just a few light scattered sprinkles along the, I don't know if I can get my darn clicker to work here. Let's beat this thing and see if we can't get this to work. Well, let me go over here and grab the backup and see if it works. It's not working either. Apparently we have a failure with the computer.
Okay then, so much for the high tech. Let's try a little low tech then.
At the beginning of the day, you will find one or two showers dotted about here and there. And as the day goes on, I think you're going to find these showers will tend to become heavier and more frequent. And many of them could well turn out later on in the day to be fairly thundery with some, oh dear, these bloody, let's do it again.
Well, the hair is a mess, isn't it? Well, the sunshine will be out there. Let's just look at that graphic in a hurry, shall we? Yeah, when you come back, I'm going to look like Elvis Presley.
The forecast's not nearly as bad as your hair. Thank you, Al.
Go to her, quick.
Calm winds, humidity is 85%, dew point's 46, barometer's rising at 30.11. In Reading, also clear skies, but 53 degrees. Well, no, it's not calm, it's clam tonight. 83% humidity, dew point's 44, and barometer's at 30.12. We got to get a spell checker in that Chiron.
With overnight lows mainly in the 20s. The forecast then for...
What's this? Hello!
And cold with light snow developing.
I'm always impressed by where we can get to, and I really didn't think we could get in here. There must just be sort of a... Jeez. I'm melting. I'm melting. Yeah. I'm not really here. I'm a ghost. Oh, geez. I thought I was going into the outer limits there.
Of all the things that can go wrong during a newscast, there's only one that will render a seasoned reporter helpless, and that's a case of the giggles.
3, 2, 1. For as many different sites as El Paso has...
Waiter, I'll have what he's having.
The fire season over, but we still have the... Sorry.
3.
You know what? Make that a double.
Fire season may be over, but...
Somebody please call this guy a cab.
I don't even know what I'm laughing at. All right. Now that I've got like tears dripping out of my eyes here. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Here we go. I can do it. 3, 2, 1.
Three, 2, 1. There's a better than 50% chance the space shuttle...
Do you suppose NASA knows about this name change?
Sorry. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Sorry. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. There's a better than 50% chance the space shuttle...
A bizarre toothbrushing incident is causing funding problems for a state-run hospital. Officials threatened to cut off funding over an experiment to help patients overcome their fear of oral hygiene. State investigators say the experiment violated 9 patients' civil rights by forcing them to brush their teeth. The program director at the Eastern... Pardon me, this one caught me by surprise. The Oregon director at the Eastern Oregon Training Center says the hospital is taking steps to comply with the federal government recommendations. $6 million of the center's $8 million budget comes from those federal funds.
Ow!
Okay, so you're on the air, reading your story, everything's going perfectly, nothing's gonna go wrong, except of course for the guy in the control room who's just queued up the wrong tape.
Pope John Paul II holds court at Cathedral Basilica in St. Louis with an evening prayer service.
Next on pay-per-view, Championship Wrestling live from the Vatican.
And obviously that's the wrong videotape we have up at that time. Got underway at 5:30 Eastern with the...
Already, unofficial action has been taking place in Scotland, and London's ambulance men are planning a 24-hour stoppage on Monday.
Ambulance men in the west of Scotland have refused to wait for the official strike call and walked out unofficially on Wednesday morning.
Sorry, we seem to have lost our report from Glasgow there.
Well, the mother of the famous Texas octuplets is expected to speak for the very first time this morning. Meanwhile, the surviving babies remain in critical condition, but they're resting quietly. Doctors say the babies had a calm night, and that's a very good sign. 3 of them are still on ventilators, but the rest are breathing on their own. Doctors plan to keep a close eye on them in the hospital for the next several months, but they have every reason to believe the 7 babies will survive.
Oh, look, there's Sally and Jimmy and Tommy and Mary and Susie and Johnny.
It's so nice to see that they're doing well.
By far the most unpredictable and difficult stories to put on tape are the ones involving animals. Well, then again, the ones with children are kind of tricky too.
What have you been taking to ensure that your family doesn't get burnt?
Well, as you can see, generally, we cover them in
delicious.
near temple block as possible. And although this little
what's he eating? I want some too.
got a parasite on his body, so hopefully
Squishy.
keep the worst off them.
Squishy and tasty.
So how aware do you think people are?
I want some more.
I've been quite surprised.
I know, it's squishy and nasty.
Sort of people walking
I
around.
think
They
give me-
tend, like
give
we
me
all
some
do, I
more.
think, to look out for their children first.
Come here.
and look out for
I want
themselves.
it.
Get to it as well. Red arm from me, but the
Can I
kids
eat
are-
it?
We're gonna do it one more time, okay?
Okay.
You ready?
See a blooper reel on this.
3,
No.
Okay, you stay right there. When I grab your leg, you grab my hand, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Warding off. He's saying 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry.
Formal introduction here. Yes, this is Haley.
Haley, hello.
Hi. She thinks it's an ice cream.
9 in Rayville, but other areas 74. Good morning. How you doing, young fella? Looks like we got a little guest this morning at weather. Out of the bus stop, we got partly cloudy skies. Come see. Partly cloudy skies, calm winds, 93% humidity.
Okay, bring on the animals.
Don't look, she's wearing a black thing with a wire. Move away, it's really tasty. Don't get out of the way, I want it. No, don't get out of the way, I want it. It's my turn here.
Activity of the dog.
Oh boy. I got it. Oh, it's
Very
so...
active dog.
No, I got it. Oh, it's so good. Tastes kind of like somebody spit in it. Ooh. Hold on a second. My turn. Don't get out of the way. It's my turn. Hey, man, what are you guys eating? Hey, let me have some. No, come on. Get out of the way. Hey, what are you doing?
John's still hoping that this cock of the north can pull it off.
I can't believe it's Agnes. Agnes, how are you? What do you got all these wires for? What, are you sick or something? Have you been to the doctor? Here, come on, come to my place. God, we haven't been swimming like this in forever, Agnes.
Thank God I've got life insurance.
There's one thing about this business of self-sufficiency. You learn to handle animals. You learn not to be frightened with them. I mean, I've put my thumb already in a ram's mouth. So I think the secret must be to understand animals. That's the great secret.
What's your experience of BSc on your farm?
Yeah, 7 years ago.
Apparently, this Randy cow doesn't know this is a family show.
Yeah, 7 years ago, first experience, we had 2 cows. We did a month of each other with this disease. Yes, about 7 years ago, I had my first case with BSE, really before anyone knew much about the disease at all. We took the cow into the slaughterhouse at the time, and they really didn't know what it was. They said, well, I think it could be BSE.
No question, dolphins are intelligent, but I think this one flunked out of charm school.
For 20 years, Albert did the same behaviors. When Brad got here 3 years ago, he decided it was time to teach an old dolphin something new.
Hey, how you doing? Huh? I make you laugh, no? You like the little smart dolphin?
That's a blooper.
Yeah. We have the mind like the people's.
You're pretty funny.
Thank you, baby. Why don't you sit down here next to the water's edge with me again? Okay. Don't be shy. It's okay. I won't bother you.
3, 2.
Do your little report. Go ahead.
1.
I make the joke, no? It is a big laugh for you.
But there is one animal to avoid at all costs, the ostrich.
To lay any eggs until next year. Surprisingly enough, already 4 have been laid. 1 even on the way here from Oklahoma in a trailer.
Hello, I'm Alvin Hall. I'm sorry, no.
Now this reporter gets an A+ for effort.
Ready? Many investment schemes sprang up to take advantage of this investment opportunity. One scheme promised investors a 50% return on their investment within 1 year. Oh, well. One scheme offered investors a 50% return on their money within 1 year. To me, that would have been a warning sign. Nonetheless, 4,000 investors plunked down 20 million pounds, seeing signs of pounds in their future. Sorry. To me, that would have been a warning sign. Nonetheless, 4,000 investors invested 20,000 pounds. Sorry. One scheme promised investors a 50% return within 1 year. To me, that would have been a warning sign. However, 4,000 people invested 20,000 pounds in one venture. And I went crazy. Several investment schemes sprang up to take advantage of this fabulous investment opportunity. Several schemes sprang up to take advantage of the financial potential of these birds. One scheme promised investors a 50% return on their investment within 1 year. To me, that would have been a warning sign. Nonetheless,
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little trip through the world of television news. And the next time you're sitting in your living room watching the news, give a little cheer to the men and women who put their reputations and their dignity to the test every day. Thanks for watching, everybody.
One, I'm sorry.
Well, you should really.
The naked man.
For pleasant conditions.
Ladies, nothing that...
Do you get the idea that this reporter's career sucks like mine? You don't make me come in there, you dirty. Okay. You say darling?
Darling, yes.
Oh, well, come here. Sometimes nerds. Nerds of steel.
Stop tape.
Your camera's crooked. I don't. I'm in a panic. I've got the vapors. Setting up some elaborate shot like this one. Okay. I hate myself. I hate my life. And the ever-present killer insects. I'm having a stroke. But literally, if you could slap me in the face, it would help. I'd like it. Zippy and hilarious.